Welcome to Lesson 4 of Unit 8, Dealing with Loans. Today's focus is going to continue with mortgages, but this time, instead of just looking at the basics of what makes up a mortgage payment, we're going to talk in some more detail about finding a mortgage payment that fits your budget. So we talked about knowing how much you're able to afford for taking out a home loan, but now we want to talk about making sure that your mortgage payment fits within your monthly budget. So we want to make sure we're looking at stuff per month here, since that's how most people do their budgeting. And your general rule of thumb is that your housing payment should make up about 32% of your monthly budget before taxes and insurance and all those other fees. So for this first example, Shannon makes $34,000 per year. She's interested in a home that is on the market for $82,000, which means that her monthly mortgage payment will be around $600. Can she afford this home in her monthly budget? So the way that we can determine if this is something that she's able to afford, first step is we need to calculate her monthly pay, multiply that by 0.32 to find 32% of it, and compare to see if that payment falls within this budget. So first, let's talk about Shannon's monthly pay. Okay, we were given her pay in terms of her annual salary. She makes $34,000 a year. So to figure out how much that is per month, we want to divide that by 12 to get her monthly pay. So 34,000 divided by 12 gives us a monthly pay of $2,833.33. So now that I know how much Shannon makes in a month, I want to make sure that her mortgage and housing payment is not exceeding 32% of that. So the way to find 32% of her monthly pay, we take that number and multiply it by 0.32 for 32%. Oops. So when we do 2833 times 0.32, we get $906.67. Okay, so in other words, this number is the amount that she can afford, the highest amount that she can afford to pay for housing. Well, her mortgage payment for the house she's looking at is about $600. Does that fall within this range? Yes, it does. So we can say yes, Shannon can afford this home because it falls within her monthly budget. Okay, let's look at one more example together. Example 2, we have Sarah who earns $1,700 bi-weekly. She's interested in a home that is on the market for $96,000, which means that her monthly mortgage payment will be around $950. Can she afford this home in her monthly budget? Okay, so to see if her budget is going to cover a $950 mortgage payment, first we need to find her monthly pay. Now her $1,700 that she earns is bi-weekly, or every 2 weeks. So to figure out how much that gives her in a month, I need to multiply that by 2, because this is what she gets every 2 weeks. I need to double that for 4 weeks to get her monthly pay. That gives us $3,400 a month. Now to find the amount that she should be able to afford each month for a mortgage payment, we take her monthly pay, and I want to find 32% of it, or in other words, multiply by 0.32. So cranking that through the calculator, we get $1,088. So in other words, this is the max budget she has for her home payment for her mortgage is $1,088. So if this is how much she's able to afford, can she afford a home payment, a mortgage of $950? Yes, she can. Because it falls within her monthly budget. Okay, so continuing those same steps, you have 4 questions to try on your own. So you're given their pay. You need to make sure you find their monthly pay and multiply it by 0.32 to get their amount budgeted and determine if their mortgage payment falls within their budget, if they're able to afford that house or not. If you have any questions, please make sure to contact me. You can email, call, or text. And don't forget, we now have our weekly Google Meet meetings on Wednesdays at 2:30.